Beneath the bustling platforms of the United Kingdom, whispers of the past linger, and history breathes through cold, unseen currents. Haunted train stations, where spectral figures and phantom trains are said to roam, are more than mere folklore. They are places where the veil between worlds seems thinnest. Historic records, stretching back centuries, along with countless eyewitness accounts, speak of ghostly commuters, forlorn porters, and trains that arrive from nowhere, their phantom whistles echoing in the dead of night. Consider the unsettling presence at London's iconic King's Cross station. For decades, staff and passengers have reported inexplicable phenomena, from phantom footsteps on the Eurostar platforms to sudden chilling temperature drops near disused tunnels. Some speak of a spectral woman in Victorian attire, weeping near the escalators, her sorrow a lingering echo from a forgotten tragedy. Poltergeist activity, including objects moving on their own and unexplained sounds, has also been widely reported, particularly in the older sections of the station, hinting at disturbances from the station's tumultuous past. Then there is Liverpool Lime Street, a station steeped in maritime history and ghostly lore, a gateway to a city built on stories. Tales abound of a young girl, often seen near Platform 7, her apparition fleeting and sorrowful, believed to be searching for a lost parent or an ill-fated voyage, as one long-serving train conductor bravely shared in an interview. I saw her clear as day, a small girl in old-fashioned clothes, standing right on the edge of Platform 7. I blinked, and she was gone, like a ripple in the air. Gave me quite a turn, it did. Another cleaning staff member, eyes wide with conviction, reported, "You hear her sometimes, a faint whimper, almost like she's looking for someone. Always on Platform 7, particularly after the last train leaves." Even more chilling, station staff have frequently reported the spectral arrival of a phantom train. A sudden deep rumble from the tunnels, an ethereal green glow, followed by a ghostly steam train pulling into an empty platform, its whistle echoing, its brakes hissing before it rapidly dissolves into thin air moments later. Others recount strange sounds echoing from the old tunnels beneath the station, including disembodied voices, the faint cries of children, and the distant clatter of phantom luggage, perhaps restless spirits from the city's bustling past, still seeking passage or closure. Witnesses have also spoken of fleeting shadows darting through corridors, unexplained cold spots, and the unsettling sensation of being watched in the station's older, quieter areas, suggesting a multitude of spectral residents from different eras. And across the Scottish border, Edinburgh Waverley Station, Scotland's second busiest, stands on the site of the old Norloch, a place with a dark history. Staff and travellers have reported encountering numerous apparitions. One common sighting is of a man in a top hat, a distinguished figure from a bygone era, who appears suddenly on the platforms only to vanish into thin air. Another is a distressed young woman, often seen weeping silently near the booking hall, her sorrow palpable, her origins unknown. The station's sprawling, cavernous layout and its deep connections to Edinburgh's dramatic past, including its proximity to the historic Old Town and its many tales of plague and execution, lend themselves to an atmosphere ripe for the paranormal. Many believe the spirits of those who once passed through, or even perished near this historic transport hub, remain, their journeys never truly ending. Further west, Glasgow Central Station, one of the UK's busiest, holds a chilling secret beneath its platforms, a labyrinth of disused tunnels and vaults, once bustling with activity, now silent and eerie. These underground spaces are said to be a hotbed of paranormal activity. Staff have reported unexplained phenomena for years, from disembodied whispers and faint screams echoing from the darkness to the unsettling sensation of being touched by unseen hands. Some accounts speak of phantom figures darting through the old passages and the distinct scent of Victorian-era tobacco or perfume suddenly filling a cold, empty space. Many believe these are the lingering presences of past workers or passengers, forever trapped in the station's forgotten depths, their journeys never truly ending. But perhaps no station is as saturated with the supernatural as York Railway Station, nestled in a city renowned for its ancient, ghostly past. Here, tales persist of a phantom Roman soldier seen marching through the booking hall, eternally patrolling his ancient territory. A melancholic Victorian lady, shrouded in mist and sorrow, is said to await a train that never arrives on Platform 4. Her silent vigil a perpetual enigma. Many have also reported the chilling sound of unseen footsteps echoing in deserted corridors, a spectral whistle of a long-parted steam train, and the feeling of a cold, unseen presence brushing past. Witnesses describe sudden drops in temperature, disembodied voices whispering from empty waiting rooms, and objects moving on their own, defying gravity. York's unique confluence of Roman history and Victorian railway heritage creates a truly unparalleled tapestry of spectral encounters, each story adding another layer to its chilling legacy. Oaths. Is it just imagination, the tricks of shadow and sound, or do the echoes of bygone journeys truly remain, forever tied to these historic iron arteries, waiting to be seen, heard, and felt once more? Beyond the familiar echoes of King's Cross and the ancient whispers of York, other UK train stations harbor their own chilling tales of the supernatural. These are places where history's shadows lengthen, and the line between past and present blurs, revealing spectral travelers, phantom trains, and unexplained phenomena that continue to baffle and terrify. In the historic city of Norwich, Thorpe Station has long been associated with a truly unique haunting, the ghost of the Royal Train. Local folklore and eyewitness accounts speak of an ethereal grand train, often believed to be a royal carriage from a bygone era, gliding silently through the station late at night. Witnesses describe a sense of overwhelming majesty, sometimes accompanied by faint, regal music or the subtle scent of old perfume, before the spectral procession vanishes as quickly as it appears. It's said to be linked to Queen Victoria's visits to the region, her presence lingering in the very air the royal trains once breathed. Travel to Crewe Station, a vital railway hub for centuries, and you might encounter the sad spectre of Platform 6. This is the purported stomping ground of a mournful male figure, dressed in clothing from the 1940s. He is frequently seen staring out at departing trains, his face etched with an unbearable sadness, only to disappear when approached. Many believe he is a soldier or a loved one tragically separated during World War II, forever waiting for a reunion that will never come. Staff and passengers have reported inexplicable cold spots and sudden feelings of profound sorrow while on Platform 6, even on the warmest days. As one long-serving station master gravely stated, "I've seen him clear as day, standing there, then just gone." You can feel the sadness, yet others dismiss these reports as mere optical illusions caused by low light or the vivid imagination of tired workers on night shifts. Deep in the industrial heartland, Sheffield Station has its own chilling resident, the Phantom Conductor. Tales speak of a stern, old-fashioned conductor who patrols the platforms and even the ticket hall, passing through solid objects as if they weren't there. He's often spotted late at night, his phantom uniform distinct, before he simply fades into the shadows. Some speculate he was a diligent employee who tragically died on duty and is now destined to continue his rounds, ensuring everything runs on time, even in the afterlife. Reports include unexplained rustling sounds, faint whistles, and the inexplicable movement of small objects in the station's older sections. As one station attendant recounted with a shiver, "I heard the jingle of keys and a cough right behind me, but when I turned, there was nobody there. The chill lingered for minutes." However, others attribute such occurrences to old building creaks or vivid imaginations, especially during lonely night shifts. Further north, Newcastle Central Station, with its magnificent arched roof, holds a collection of spectral legends, particularly within its labyrinthine tunnels. Among the most famous is the Lady in Black, a melancholic figure often glimpsed gliding across the concourse or on the more secluded platforms late at night. Her elegant vintage attire and sorrowful demeanor suggest a lost love or a tragic farewell that still binds her to this bustling hub. Beyond her silent vigil, numerous accounts describe phantom trains appearing and disappearing on empty tracks, their ghostly lights and the distant rumble of their engines echoing through the vast station. But it is deep within the station's subterranean passages that the true horror lies. Beyond the lingering spirits of navvies who toiled endlessly, local legends whisper of catastrophic tunnel collapses during the station's construction. Workers and explorers of these dark tunnels have reported far more disturbing phenomena. The disembodied cries of unseen children, the chilling sound of pickaxes striking rock where no one is present, and the fleeting apparitions of exhausted laborers, their faces gaunt, still toiling in the perpetual darkness, perhaps trapped in a loop of their final moments. Some have even reported sudden, inexplicable surges of fear, or the sensation of being touched by unseen hands deep within the oldest, coldest parts of the tunnels, particularly in areas said to have been the sites of these tragic collapses. These are believed to be the spirits of those who tragically lost their lives during the station's perilous construction, their suffering etched into the very foundations of Newcastle, forever bound to their grim work beneath the city. Is it just imagination, the tricks of shadow and sound, or do the echoes of bygone journeys truly remain, forever tied to these historic iron arteries, waiting to be seen, heard, and felt once more? Beyond the well-trodden paths of ghostly legends, the UK's railway network conceals countless other tales of the supernatural. From bustling urban hubs to quiet provincial stations, these iron arteries carry not only passengers but also the lingering spirits of those whose journeys ended unexpectedly, or whose sorrow binds them forever to the tracks. These are stories of spectral figures, phantom trains, and unexplained phenomena that continue to baffle and terrify those who encounter them. In London, Liverpool Street Station, a major transport hub, carries the weight of a complex history, including its pivotal role during World War II as a refuge point. It's said that a spectral soldier from that era, dressed in his uniform, occasionally appears, looking disoriented or lost, before vanishing into the crowds or shadows. More famously, the station is haunted by the Woman in White, a translucent figure often seen on deserted platforms late at night. Many station workers and travelers have described encountering a sudden, inexplicable drop in temperature when the Woman in White is near. One night shift supervisor who wished to remain anonymous for fear of ridicule recounted their chilling experience. It's like all the warmth just gets sucked out of the air, and then you see her, just for a second, a fleeting glimpse of white at the end of the platform. It sends shivers down your spine every single time. Skeptics, however, are quick to attribute such experiences to mundane factors like drafts, faulty heating systems, or simply the powerful effect of suggestion in a dimly lit, historic building known for its tales. Just a short distance away, London's Charing Cross Station, with its imposing Victorian architecture and famous clock tower, has its own macabre tale: the Headless Passenger. Legend speaks of a distinguished gentleman in vintage attire, frequently sighted waiting for trains, but always without his head. He appears and vanishes abruptly, causing profound shock and terror among those who glimpse him. A late-night cleaner who has worked at Charing Cross for over 20 years vividly described seeing a shadow, like a man without a head, hurrying across Platform 1, then just disappearing into the brickwork. I've seen enough to know it wasn't a trick of the light. Such reports are often met with explanations of poor lighting conditions, reflective surfaces creating optical illusions, or the simple fact that a long, solitary night shift can play tricks on the mind. Moving to the heart of England, Birmingham New Street Station, despite its modern facade, harbors a hidden and deeply unsettling secret beneath its bustling platforms: the forgotten Mailbox Tunnel, This extensive underground network, once a vital artery for transporting mail via electric vehicles known as brutes between the former Royal Mail Sorting Office and the station, now lies largely abandoned and unseen by the public. It's a place steeped in history, where countless postal workers spent their days in the quiet, echoing darkness, navigating secret mail routes known only to them. Many believe their lingering presence can still be felt. An urban explorer who managed a rare, unauthorized access to parts of the mailbox tunnel reported, "You hear the faint rumbling, almost like the old mail carts are still running, and then there's a cold breath against your neck when absolutely no one else is there." It's unnerving how real it feels. Furthermore, urban explorers have whispered about stumbling upon forgotten corners, revealing hints of lost artifacts from decades past. Perhaps old mailbags, discarded uniforms, or personal effects left behind by the last postal workers to walk these silent routes. Exclusive historical tunnel blueprints, sometimes found in dusty archives, hint at a far more complex and hidden network than modern maps suggest, creating a fascinating side-by-side contrast with contemporary layouts, suggesting forgotten passages and unseen depths. Yet, officials often dismiss these phenomena as echoes of the ventilation system, simple drafts, or the mind playing tricks in a dark, unfamiliar, and naturally eerie environment. In Manchester, the abandoned Mayfield railway station stands as a haunting monument to a bygone era. Closed in the 1980s, its derelict platforms and crumbling structures have become the stage for countless spectral encounters. Workers and urban explorers have reported doors slamming, disembodied whispering voices, and the distinct sound of footsteps echoing through the empty halls when no one else is present. As one former railway employee put it, "There's a prickly feeling up your spine, like you're not alone, even when the station's completely empty. You just know something's there, watching." Skeptics, however, often suggest that the long, solitary shifts or the inherently eerie atmosphere of an abandoned building can easily play tricks on the mind, leading to misinterpretations of natural sounds and the imagination running wild. Further north, Glasgow hides a truly unique and eerie relic, the Botanic Gardens railway station. This once thriving underground station, with its distinctive onion-shaped domes, was abandoned in 1939 due to poor conditions and later met a tragic end when its surface building was destroyed by fire in 1970. Now, its overgrown, forgotten tunnels and platforms lie beneath the city, a testament to a dramatic and fiery past. Explorers who venture into its decaying depths speak of sudden, inexplicable cold spots, phantom glows, and the lingering smell of smoke. The tragic history, particularly the devastating fire, is believed to have left a potent spectral residue, trapping spirits within its crumbling walls. You feel a profound sense of sadness and a sudden chill, like walking through a ghost of a memory. One explorer recounted, adding that they occasionally hear faint, disembodied cries. Yet some rational minds argue that the station's poor ventilation, natural decay, and the remnants of its fiery past contribute to its strange microclimates and unique odors, which are then easily misinterpreted as paranormal activity in such a desolate place. And finally, to Bristol Temple Meads, a masterpiece of Victorian architecture where the ghost of Sarah Ann Henley is said to roam. Her tragic story began with a desperate jump from the Clifton Suspension Bridge in the 19th century. Though she survived the initial fall, she landed on the railway tracks near the station and died shortly after. Now her sorrowful spirit is believed to linger, a melancholic spectre forever bound to the area where her life met its tragic end, her silent presence a poignant reminder of past despair. Station staff and passengers have reported seeing a ghostly female figure, dressed in period clothing, near the railway tracks, often appearing distressed or confused. These sightings are frequently accompanied by unexplained cold spots and a pervasive sense of melancholy. One long-serving ticket collector described a feeling of being watched and hearing faint, mournful sighs when working alone on certain platforms late at night. "It's not just a feeling," they insisted. "You can almost sense her sorrow." Skeptics, however, often point to the station's age, the natural sounds of a bustling transport hub, and the human tendency to find patterns in ambiguity as likely explanations for these perceived paranormal occurrences. Is it just imagination, the tricks of shadow and sound, or do the echoes of bygone journeys truly remain, forever tied to these historic iron arteries, waiting to be seen, heard, and felt once more?